Lindsay Curtis in the studio, Truth Radio. What's going on, Lindsay?
First of all, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
The story, how I got into all of this, we moved from the UK in 2008. We had moved 5 times in 7 years, me, my husband and my children. And then we had to move very quickly. And I went out and bought a load of boxes and spent loads of money. And I phoned up my friend and I said, this is ridiculous. I've got nowhere. I need more boxes. And she said, phone this guy. He rents out moving boxes. I'd never heard of such a thing. Who'd ever heard of such a thing? So I phoned him up and I said, can I have your boxes, please? And he said, no, I'm selling the company. I said, no way. Bring me your boxes. I'm going to buy your company. And this guy at the end of the phone's like, who on earth is this mad woman telling me she's going to buy my company? I said, no, I'm being really serious. Bring me the boxes. I'm going to buy your company. And as they say, that's the beginning of the end. I bought the company and we've been operating for 3 years now. And people often ask me, you know, what made it a go for you? And I thought, well, let's be realistic. When we move, we all have to pack our stuff up and put it somewhere and move it. And then you get this landfill at the end with the cardboard boxes. And there's got to be a better way. So the options are, what are we left with, Jesse? We've got cardboard boxes, which you can beg, borrow or steal. You can get them from Home Depot or Craigslist. Or you can use your suitcases or trash cans that you've got in your house and make endless journeys backwards and forwards, both of which are not necessarily your best option. Or you can rent out boxes. They're eco-friendly, they're plastic, they're sanitized, and that's what we do. We bring them to your home, you use them, we pick them up afterwards, nothing to get rid of afterwards. So we all know that moving's stressful. I mean, your clients must tell you that all the time. And obviously the listeners must know that as well. So why make matters worse for yourself? We're here to make things easier. So let's break that down again. You've got your boxes free from Craigslist or wherever. Brilliant. You think you're onto a winner. So you've got to get them across town. You've got to make them up. You've got to tape them up. Does your stuff even fit inside them? And who knows what on earth was in these boxes before you got them? I mean, you know, do you really want all that dirt and bacteria on your 500 thread count linens? I don't think so. But, okay, let's go with that scenario. So you've moved, you don't mind the bacteria and dirt, you've unpacked, and now what on earth are you going to do with those cardboard boxes? The stress of the move, this is the last thing that you want to do, and you think you're going to get your money back from them by selling them from Craigslist, but in the end you're just exasperated and you just want them rid of. And you can spend weeks trying to get rid of them through your recycling of the trash and everything else. And
this, I could tell you from personal experience, could not be more true. Because, first of all, as somebody who was a serial mover for basically my whole 20s until I actually landed my first home, I can tell you that the game is typically played best in a very shady setting on a, you know, where you like pillage the back of Vons or something, which is disgusting, right? And all. But then most importantly also, and this is kind of carrying forward, like in this age of Amazon, where everything's brought to the home, I swear to God, I feel like I spend 2 or 3 hours a week breaking down boxes.
Yes.
You know, and it's green, so it's cool, but there's a part of that kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit and wondering if there's a law of diminishing returns to this as well, right? Yeah. So, and I love that you shared the story also about your own personal experience, how you got into this, but this is really where the intersection of the brilliance of design meeting opportunity really meets for you and your company. Because first of all, as you mentioned, you can rent moving boxes, right? And that's the big takeaway here. A lot of people apparently don't even know that. But secondly, is that these are not only eco-friendly, which I know we're going to get into a little bit, but they're incredibly efficient. Yes. Now that's really, I think, the big opportunity. I'd love to hear you speak a little bit more to that. Well, what makes them efficient is for us at A Smart Move, we offer you one size box. So we turn up with the boxes. They're already made up. And help people understand what those boxes look like, too, because I think that's a big piece of it. So they are plastic totes that are
27 inches long by 16 inches wide and 12 inches high. And they have a flap that self-seals.
Right.
There's also a hole in there if you want to lock something up.
Which are the best moving boxes known to mankind.
Absolutely.
And everybody can imagine these are the things you typically get like Walmart or Target or something when you're storing things up in your attic.
Absolutely.
Right.
But these are more durable.
Right.
And also you're not going to buy 100 of these boxes for your move because what on earth are you going to do with 100 of them afterwards? Right? So why is it more efficient? So because the boxes come already made up, you literally open your cupboards, throw everything in, close the box and move on to the next thing. There's no shaping, sizing. Is the box wet? Is it damaged? I've got to tape it up. Where's my bubble wrap? All of that is just gone. Of course, you have to be careful with your china and your crystal, and we tell our clients how to pack those properly. But the ease in which you can pack is hours as opposed to days. So that's why we offer for our clients 1 week before they move. They typically get the boxes and then they typically have a week afterwards, which you can extend. But this is just a typical client because it's so quick and easy, especially for those that are working or those who've got little children that have only got time, certain times during the day that they can do things. It makes it a lot more efficient for you and best use of time.
And not just for you, which is, it almost should seem obvious from the not having to go hustle and find them in the first place and figure out which boxes are going to actually work and which ones are going to disintegrate once you put the heavy things in, but also for the actual logistics of the move from A to B as well.
Yes.
And I think this was a really good point that I heard you bring up earlier, which was, like let's say you hire a crew to come help you with that so you don't have to do all that lifting. You got 2 kids in each arm already. You don't need to worry yourself with that. The amount of time it takes somebody like that when you've moved this efficiently is a direct impact to your bottom line, is it not?
It is. You save about 2 to 3 hours with the moving company. So that's where you get your money back with the boxes that you have used from us.
Who typically charge by the what?
They charge by the hour.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're getting your money back from any money that you've spent with us basically comes back to you. So the boxes are working for themselves.
And hit on the green element too. I want to make sure that we actually reinforce that point because it's a big part of your message. It's a big part of your campaign. And we can talk till we're blue in the face about all the E's and the cardboard and stuff like that. But I want to hear you share a little bit more about that because that's something that's near and dear, of course, to my heart.
Of course. The boxes themselves are made out of eco-friendly material. So right from the source, it's all recyclable, broken down, remolded material that's used for these sturdy boxes. Then for us, or people that are using it, you're renting out the boxes, therefore you are not filling the landfill of cardboard boxes. And if we can all do a little bit with our footprint, 1 box at a time, then that helps the environment.
I love that thought. So, gang, if you're in the process right now of either planning a move or who knows, maybe you're actually knee deep in it already and you're having this struggle in real time. I mean, come on, because basically there's what? There's 3 options. Is there not, Linz? If you're inside that space, you've got the old cardboard box, right? Help me out through this. You got the cardboard box. Yes. What's number 2?
Suitcases or trash cans.
The old
trash
suitcases.
Liners. Yes.
Yeah, we've all seen those strapped to the top of the Astro van as it rolls down the highway at 95. And then you've got something more economical, green, efficient, etc., like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So how could folks learn more about how they might be able to get themselves in a smart move?
All they have to do is give us a call on 858-790-8394 or visit our website at asmartmove.com.
Gang, go ahead. Yeah.
And all the information's up there.
All the information's on there. And actually, it's a very well put together site, very intuitive, answers a lot of the questions. And again, that number, one more time, is 858-790-8394, or you can go online to asmartmove.com.